Warning, in this video I do not know what I am doing and I am merely experimenting with my DM6. This video is to help you understand what to expect when trying to change the eyes in your older die matrix.
Hey guys, just bought a new, used DM6 and didn't have any eyes in it, so bought some stock eyes and I'm gonna put it in this gun. And I noticed there wasn't any YouTube videos on how to do it, so I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try to put these eyes in. And I already got them plugged up. It's this little socket right here, one further to the right if you got the gun pointing this way, or with the chip exposed and where all the dip switch is and all that stuff. That's the one furthest towards the trigger, and I already plugged it up. You can see that the eyes are working because with the light's red, I believe that means there's no ball in the breech, and you can stick your fingers between these two eyes, get them aimed right, and go green. And it's green when there's a ball in it. So the eyes work. Now I'm going to try to get them in there. So I've already done that, and I'm going to take this handle off. And I need to unscrew this and this. I had to go buy a new Allen key set to get them to work. These things, I think we call them detents. It's 1/16. Finally got it, made a little pop. And I got it to go. A little O-ring in there, looks like. I have to check a manual real quick to see if I'm supposed to feed the eye through that. Try to feed the eye through. There's looks like a hole with a line, and it separates it to the side. So it's like a line, and then it separates it. I'm guessing the eye will get to that point and go to one side or go to the other. I do not think you'll be able to see it in the camera, but I'll try. So this is right where my thumb is. Yeah. I'm trying to feed that in there. The only problem is I have no idea which eye should go left and which one should go right, and I'm hoping it doesn't matter. So after a lot of work, I finally got the first one through the detent. You kind of see, you can kind of see how it fed in there. I know that's blurry. I don't want to operate this camera, though, it's my brother's. But it fed in there, and I had to use the Allen wrench to kind of push it through. And now the eye is right here. And I'm guessing you put the O-ring around the eye because of the way it was stationed around that hole. I'll show you on the next one that I take off. And then I'll put the detent back on and try the other one. Oh, wait a second. So there's two holes. The top hole is what keeps your ball from rolling out of the barrel. I just realized that because I can see the other side. So it looks like I need to bend the end of the eye. Make it catch in that little bitty hole, the smaller hole. So there's two holes. There's two holes. Well, really three, one for a screw, but there's two holes that go into like the bolt area. So that hole with like a box around it, I believe, is where the eye goes, and this hole up here, the bigger hole, is what it's like a little spring thing that keeps your ball from rolling out of your barrel. And the spring thing is this little thing. If I can get it in the camera, it's in the This is the, I think call it the detent. And this little thing right here is on a spring. Keeps your balls from rolling out of your barrel. But I don't know anything really about this, so I'm just really assuming that's what it is. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the second detent so I can see what the other O-ring looks like. I hear that click, and then it starts to go. Well, that one doesn't even have an O-ring. So I'm guessing it's not that important because I've shot this without the eyes and it shoots fine. As long as you got, balls going in it fast enough. Got it through. Well, that was annoying. Before I put the handle back on, I'm gonna actually test it, I suppose. So let's get that eye in that hole there. You got eyes seeing each other. Nice. So the handle is red, meaning there's nothing in the breech. I think that's what they call it. Now it's green, means there's something there. And you can see their eyes are functioning fully. So that is good. Let's see, it's kind of hard to see in the camera. So fingers going in, and just changing colors down there on the handle. Now let's get these detents on. Didn't look like it was lined up perfectly, but I'm hoping the casing is gonna push it down. Looks like when I'm putting this back together, it looks like these eye wires actually need to go under the solenoid, which I think this is the solenoid, and have it come out the back with the other ones. So I'm going to try to take these off. It looks like 2 flathead screwdrivers, 2 small ones will be able to do it. So I unscrewed the solenoid with a flathead screwdriver, and I'm going to try to run the wires under it, or around it, I should say. Okay, so it turns out there's actually grooves in the body. Let's see, let's make this in camera. They're on the sides, right? This side and this side, where these 2 wires for the eyes go. Alright, I ran the wires under the solenoid, took it out, just literally picked it up, set it back in with the wires under it. There's a bunch of holes down there, so I'm hoping the wires aren't blocking any holes. And I'm going to put it back together and go test fire it.
When I first put this gun back together with the handle and everything, it had a terrible leak between the handle and the frame. And what that was caused from was when I put the solenoid back on, the little square box, the wires weren't under the grooves all the way at one point, and when I slid the solenoid, a little rubber grip kind of thing slid out from its slot. So if your gun does that, take the handle back off, take the solenoid off, realign that rubber where it's supposed to be. You'll easily be able to see it because it aligns with holes, and this goes on the solenoid. And make sure that you get those wires completely under those side grooves. It's kind of hard. I had to get someone to help me and hold it while I put the solenoid in with like some Allen wrenches. But in the end, I ended up getting my gun to shoot fine and getting the eyes to work. So good luck.